Hey everybody, Wendy Devereaux here. Welcome to my channel. If you would like to see how I made this green and gold canvas painting, then please keep watching. So in today's DIY, I was inspired by this gorgeous holographic chunky gold glitter that I found at Michael's. It's Recollections. And it is absolutely stunning, you guys. And I found this also at Michael's. It's Creatology. It's kind of a medium chunky. And I'm going to leave a complete list of all my items that I used today in my description box below. And I will point them out as I'm applying them on my canvas. Rather than going through everything right now, I just want to get right into the video. And I'm using a 16 by 20 inch canvas today, you guys. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, you guys, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add my Festive metallic green to my canvas. I'm just going to paint the whole canvas green. This is a 2.5 inch flat brush. And I may need 2 coats of this. So I'm just going to paint the whole canvas. And I'm just going to spritz my brush here with a little bit of water. Oh, this is such a pretty color. Wow. Okay, now I'm just gonna make some nice straight brush strokes up my canvas here. Okay, guys, so I'm going to let that completely dry and then put a second coat on that, and then I will bring you back. Okay, my green paint is all dry and I have 2 coats of it on here, and oh, this is such a beautiful, beautiful metallic festive green color, you guys. And now I'm going to add my gold. I'm going to be using Iridescent Precious Gold Pebeo Studio and Gold Iridescent Pebeo Studio. Both of these are high viscosity paints. They're very thick, so I'm going to thin them out a little bit, you guys, for my purpose. I need them to flow down my canvas easily. So I'm not going to need a lot. I'm just going to add just a little bit like that in here in my cup. And I'm just going to add a little bit of this pouring medium. I get this from Walmart, you guys. And I'm just going to add a little bit into each cup here. I can add more if I find that it's not going to be thin enough for this paint to flow the way I want it to. I want it to almost be like a dry brush stroke. I'm just going to transfer my gold paints here to my plate. So I'm just using a 2-inch flat brush again, and my goal is to come down the center in the middle and then gradually bringing my brush strokes up. So I'm kind of coming into a V like this. And then I'm gonna go dip just a little bit in there. So I just want to do a light touch at the moment, get myself comfortable with going down my canvas like so. And I do want to come down a little bit farther. I definitely need to remind myself to keep my head straight and not cocked. Otherwise, these paint strokes that I'm doing right now will start going on an angle, and that will not look good. As I'm coming to the side of my canvas, I'm not going down as far with my brush stroke. I'm going to come down a little bit on the sides so that it doesn't look like it's in such of a V shape. Like, you know, like this. I want to bring it down a little bit on my sides. I think it'll look better. Kind of like so. And now I'm going to switch out my brush and just dip it into the Iridescent Gold. I'm just putting a little bit on my brush and using a very, very light brush stroke, you guys. And then I have 3 colors on my painting, right? Without using like a stark white or a cream color white. I was kind of wanting to do this in just gold and green and all metallic paints. Just a little bit more coming down here. Okay, my paint is all dry, and now I want to frame out my painting before I add my glitter. And I'm going to be using these gold mini mirror tiles that I found at Dollarama. I've had them for quite a while. I still have a bunch of packages in the gold, and they're not carrying them anymore at Dollarama. But you also can get them off of Amazon, mini mirror tiles, and there's numerous suppliers there that you can buy them from. I also have a package of scrap pieces that I've had from my other projects, so I want to try and use those up before I open up another package. And the first thing that I want to do is outline my edges around my canvas with my mini mirror tiles. And with these canvases, 3 rows cover the edges, like the sides, very nicely. Okay, so I've got my painting propped up here so you can see what I'm doing, and I'm going to add the row of 3 along the edge of my canvas. I'm not going to use glue for the purposes of the video. And I have found though that the mini mirror tiles from Dollarama have a really good adhesive backing. just going to line that up before I press it down. I'll make sure I'll have a little look from the front and make sure that it's on nice and straight. And let's press it down with my cloth. Okay, I am going to just finish going around the edges and then I will bring you back. And why I do the sides first, as you can see, there's kind of the edge of the mini tile here. And then that way, when I adhere the ones to the front, I can cover that up. And it also gives me a little bit of a ledge for the front mini tiles to adhere to. So I'm going to go ahead and add all the way around a row of 2. And then in the center, like next to these ones, then I'm going to do a little bit of a different design. But I think it will look better with a full frame around Okay, so all of these pieces on the inside are just sitting here loose, okay? This is the design that I want, and I need to do it so that everything lines up nicely with one another and there are no gaps. So the best way to do that, you guys, is to start from the bottom. Because up here I can move this gap around as much as I want, right? But here I want it flush with the first part of my frame, right? And then, so I can remove these pieces, but these pieces right here, a row of 2, are also loose. And the best way to do this is to remove this one very carefully and make sure that I start it right there. And I'm going to work my way up from the bottom, trying not to move my tiles that I have placed too much, because I'm going to use those as a guide of where to start my mini tiles. Let's get them nice and flush with one another. I'm not going to press them down yet until I know that I have them placed where I want them. That way, if I have to remove them, it'll be a little easier for me to remove. So then now I know that these 2 pieces have to go like so. Remove all of that and bring this right flush with that bottom corner, and then try to make this go as straight as possible. Oops. The canvas is not perfectly straight, so the part that I want to make sure that looks straight is this inner piece. And keep very mindful of this inner piece here. Just to keep it going as straight as possible. And then before you press them down, if you have to move them a little bit, you can just kind of push them in little spots here. Okay, I think that's as good as it's going to get. I'm just going to press that down. Oh, that's really pretty, you guys. I don't know if you can see that or not when it's up that close, but... Okay, so this is all done here, and I am going to be adding a few more down here, but I don't want to do that until I've got my glitter on, because it's all about balancing it out, right? Okay, so now we are going to put on our glitter. I'm not going to put any crushed glass on this project today, because I think I have enough going on with my mini mirror tiles as my frame. And gosh, you guys, it looks gorgeous just the way it is. But I am going to be using this funky holographic gold that I got from Michaels. It's absolutely beautiful, you guys. And then this is basically the same as this color, but it's in a medium chunky, and it's Creatology. I get this at Michael's as well. And I'm not sure, this is Creatology as well. I may put a little bit of this green fine glitter, and I am going to put on my extra fine gold that I get from Michael's, and it's Recollections. And I am going to be using my DecoArt liquid glass today to adhere my glitter, because I want it quite thick up here, and then I'm kind of going to gradually taper off as I get down to the middle. And I'm going to use a couple of brushes. This one is fairly flat because I want to just kind of push the the liquid glass up towards my tiles without getting it on my tiles. So, and I'm going to do it this way, so because I'm going to be using brush strokes, and it's easier for me to brush away from myself. So I'm just going to add some liquid glass to the top here. And just kind of push it towards my mini tiles. I think that'll do. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just lightly make brush strokes down my canvas here. I'm going to start... yeah, I'm going to start with my chunky. And I want it heavier up top here. this is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love this. Gorgeous. And then just tapering off down below here. Now I'm going to use the medium. Making sure that I leave some exposed liquid glass for all of my glitters. I don't want to cover it all up with the first couple kinds because I need some exposed for my extra fine. And I am going to add a little bit of this extra fine green. Okay, and now my extra fine gold. I'm going to let that completely dry, and then I will bring you back, and then we will add some extra gold mini tiles down here. And I may find that I might need to touch up my edges a little bit with glitter, but we'll find out when it's all dry and I can brush it off. Okay, you guys, so my liquid glass is all dry. It's been on there probably for about 4 hours. And we are going to brush the glitter off. Okay, and I'm just going to give it a quick vacuum with my soft brush on my vacuum cleaner. Okay, so I have vacuumed off the excess glitter, and it is looking really, really sharp, you guys. Don't know if you can see the sparkle in that, but it is really, really beautiful. And the only part that I'm not crazy about is I wanted more of my gold paint to poke through like it does in the middle here. And I ended up covering it all with my glitter. I wasn't really paying attention to that when I was applying my liquid glass, but that's okay. And that's why I didn't put any glitter inside the two pieces, between the two pieces of mini tiles, because I wanted the gold paint there. Okay, so I'm going to add some of my mini mirror tiles, like I was saying earlier in the video, from the bottom up. And I'm just going to stagger them, and I better find my center here, which will be probably about there. Just as a guide, I'm going to start it about there. And then I'm going to press these down. Oh, you guys, this is so pretty. Look at the sheen on that. Okay, you guys, I'm going to hang this on the wall, stage it for you, and I'll be back. Okay, I got to thinking that I'm not crazy about this little area right here. It's just too round for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of my liquid glass in a cup here, just a little bit. And I'm going to add the chunky stuff in here. Give it a little stir. And what I'm going to do is just gonna... It's not easy with the chunky stuff in there, so that's okay. I'll just add some chunky. A bit more chunky right here. And then fill it in with my fine gold. Okay, you guys, here's the finished look. I am really pleased with the way this turned out. This glitter, this holographic glitter, oh, you guys, it is so, so pretty. Look at the different colors that it makes. Like there's yellows, there's blue, greens, coral colors. Oh, it's fantastic. You could use this glitter with any color paint and it would pick up the color. Very pretty. And I like the way the gold pokes through, the gold paint pokes through between the mini tiles. The way that I designed the frame. And that metallic green in there, it almost has a shimmer of gold in it. It's just fantastic. If I did it over again, I'd make sure that I brought my paint down a little bit further, all the way down, so it poked through. But that's okay. Yeah, I really love this. And just a different way that you can frame out your pieces, right? With the mini tiles. And like I said, you can get them off of Amazon. There's all kinds of suppliers on there. So yeah, you guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. It'll really help my channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Hit that little notification bell and you will be notified when I upload all my future videos. And as always, you guys, I so appreciate you taking the time to watch, and God bless.